Let's move right along, shall we, and bring on a gentleman who, it's hard to believe, you know, he had all those big hits in the late 60s. The song he's going to do was recorded in 1962 for him.
Oh, I mean, he's been a giant in the entertainment business for many, many years. Folks, here is Glen Campbell.
Yeah, you take a K and an E, an N and a T, a U and a C-K-Y, and that spells Kentucky, but it means paradise. You take a chicken and you kill it and you put it in a skillet and you fry it up a golden brown. That's southern cooking, and it's mighty nice. They don't cover a lot when you look on a map, but I would study no geography when I sit in my mammoth's lap. You take a K and an E and an N and a T and a U and a C-K-Y. That spells Kentucky, and it means paradise. Go, bro! Yeah. They don't cover a lot when you look on a map, but I wouldn't study no geography when I'm sitting in my mammy's lap. You take a K and an E and an N and a T and a U and a C-K-Y. That spells Kentucky, and it means paradise. I said Kentucky, and it means paradise. Yeah.
Hi there. Glad you're watching Music City tonight with Crook and Chase. And there was a song I bet a lot of you had never heard before, recorded back in 1962 that started the show. Say hello to Glen Campbell.
Thank you. That was, thank you very much. That was one of the songs I sang as a kid. Merle Travis wrote it.
Yeah. And the name of the group you were with that recorded that?
I did, you know, overdub the harmony, overdub guitars. James Burton played dobro on it, and Joe Osborne was on the bass. And Dale Fitzsimmons was singing with me. I know he sang bass, and I did all the other parts. It was called the Green River Boys.
Green River Boys.
Yeah, one of those things. I never had a direction then, it seemed like.
Well, it sounded good.
Hey, thanks. I love the song. But I mean, what I did, you know, I did that one, and then the next one was Too Late to Worry, Too Blue to Cry album with 50 strings and 25 voices or something like that.
Wow.
It wasn't silly. It was a very good album because I enjoyed doing it.
Well, now that song and another one you're going to sing tonight is on this album that's been released called The Essential Glen Campbell. This is volume 1. You probably have enough for about 10 volumes.
And
now, I mean, we're talking heartthrob photo here, Glen. I'm serious.
That was taken 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I'm not getting fresh. I mean, but you are so good looking. Does this cause you trouble?
Thank you.
I mean, do you get in trouble? I mean, do girls like follow you around and things?
Well, they just like they are today with the guys, you know, especially the TV show, you know. Well, I never got used to that. I really didn't.
You know, we'd always heard that Elvis found that very intimidating and didn't really like it that much.
But he didn't. In fact, that's what I talked to him about. I said, well, I don't see how you stand it. He said, it's kind of intimidating to have somebody, you know, like do that. You know, like girls faint. There's up the show, they go, whoa, and they faint. And I said, wow. That was strange, you know.
And you know what's so sad? What is so sad is that Charlie will never know what that feels like.
Yeah, I know. Again. You know, now see, I've always... Don't worry, it's early in the show. Now see, when a girl walks up to you and faints, first thing you do is, right?
No.
You just eject.
I have never had to give mouth-to-mouth resuscitation like that. No, it always befuddled me. You know, and I kind of, I'm still like, you know, when someone says, oh, Mr. Campbell and blah, blah, and so forth, I said, boy, I'm Glen, you know. Everything changed like bingo because of television, as it did for you.
Well, now, speaking of television, I know pretty soon you're going to be working some dates with the Smothers Brothers, and if I'm not mistaken, your show, the Good Time Hour, originally was the replacement show for their show during the summer. How did you get chosen to be a replacement show?
Tommy saw me on the Joey Bishop show. It's in the book. On the Joey Bishop show, Regis Philbin was his sidekick. Yeah, I called him Reggie the other morning, Tuesday morning, and he says, how long have we known each other? And I said, 27 years. And he said, it's Regis, Regis. And Tommy saw me. I had done an album with them, playing guitar for them, Dickens and Tommy. And Lou Adler was the producer. And Tommy, when he said, can you talk? I said, I'm talking to you. And it was literally like that. He said, come in, I'd like you to host our summer show. And I went, wow, you know, national TV, Sunday night, prime time, 8 o'clock. Right. 50 million people watching the first week. And it was overnight. It really was.
Huge success. Well, now, when you go out on tour with these guys, will you interact together on stage, or will they do their thing and you'll do your thing?
Well, unless Tommy decides to do something silly, you know. Tommy Smothers is liable to come out on stage and do anything.
Does it worry you?
No. Oh, no. I know all the comeback lines now. It used to scare me to death when he'd do that. No, we'll be playing, you know, like Valley Forge in North Tonawanda and the music fair out of New York City there. We'll be playing like 5 dates up in New York in the first week of September. And then I go back to Branson at the Good Time Theater.
The Good Time Theater. Exactly. I hear things are going very well for you there.
They're going very well there. The fall is really wonderful.
Good. I know a lot of people have seen you in New York. You were up there, what, just 2 days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last 2 days?
Yeah, I played in Hello Delhi. I played in Rupert's place there.
Oh, Letterman show. Yeah, okay. I got you. Next door, the little deli.
The little deli, that's where I played. Yeah.
No, when the David Letterman people call you and say, we want you to come to New York and do a fun little thing, this has to be a terrifying thought, because Letterman could ask you to do anything.
Right. Well, they gave me an idea of what it was. I did a thing on the Conan show out of Branson, because our stage at Branson rolls out. And he was down there, Rich Hall, the comedian, was doing a kind of a special thing for the Conan show. And he had me, he said he wanted to do 12 shows a day. And the guy said, well, where'd you get that out of? He said, a guy's from Glen Campbell.
12 shows
so we put a cot on the stage, and we shot it that afternoon, and I woke up, and I didn't comb my hair, I didn't take a bath, I didn't do anything. I brushed my teeth. But I got in the cot like I was asleep. And as soon as he said I got the idea from Glen Campbell, well, the stage started out, I'm in the cot, and I'm asleep, and 2 people come in. And I get up and get my guitar and start singing Rhinestone Cowboy like at 3 in the morning, supposedly, you know. Good. And it was such a silly, absurd thing.
This is something I learned from Glen Campbell, is that you have to be willing to perform day or night, anytime the audience wants to be entertained.
I didn't think anybody'd be here this late. Like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
But it's fun to do things like that, isn't it?
It is.
Every now and then?
It really is. It's definitely off of the cuff.
And off the wall.
And off of the wall.
Where have I seen that jacket?
Billy Dean's got one just like it.
You swiped that
You know what
Billy Dean, didn't you?
Right. I was going to give it to Brian White and say I'm giving this jacket for the auction. But actually, it's Billy Dean's jacket, and I wore it out here to give it. Yes, Billy Dean gave it for the auction. I said, I'll wear it out and give it to Brian White as if it's from me, and see if Billy Dean notices it.
Too bad.
Yeah.
You would have to ask that, wouldn't you?
We're not to be trusted, Glenn. Well, this album...
I remember, it's this Billy Dean's jacket. I thought I'd wear it out and let the people see it. I mean, this is a great jacket, man.
Well, that's another thing they can bid on. And we have the number, too, where people can bid on some of these silent auction items from home. This album, I understand, has been re-released. Ernie sings and Glenn picks. This was made in 1975, wasn't it?
Right. 20 years ago.
Out again. What a pair there. And one more
album.
album.
He was such a marvelous human being.
Yes.